Certifications will continually evolve to cover areas like AI risk, quantum computing, privacy enhancing technologies. I'm actually in the beta phase for my SACA from the first identified AI security centric certification. It's called the AAISM. So I'm studying the beta for now for that. It's the first 300 folks that signed up for that, and hopefully we'll be one of the first cohorts to actually have that AI security certification to just show that we're advancing the profession, we're moving this forward and learning, right? It's that learning doesn't stop. If you feel you're in a field that you don't want to continue to be continuously learning, you're in the wrong profession, because where things are happening every day, things are changing every day. So it's important to understand that you're in a place where lifelong learning is essential. That every new rule, regulation, or breach is going to teach you something different. That's not always going to be in a textbook, right? If you're in the classroom, let's face it, a lot of the textbooks that we're using in our classrooms are with material from years ago, if not decades ago. So it's important to understand what's actually happening now, to have that depth and breadth of security experience and engaging and operationalizing through a certification, if that's what you're looking at in your career and in your moment in time. Purposeful certification empowers us not just to get hired, but to lead, mentor, and protect the systems that and people that rely on us. Right, like I mentioned, you got to look at the bigger picture. Just don't focus on the certification. Of course, we want to pass. Of course, you want to get that credential, but you have to kind of really think about certifications as a holistic approach, not just targeted. Okay, let me go test something and pass something, and that will be that. Right, it's really important that you have to realize that there's nuances to that. Applying it to your program. Look at your improvement performance plans. Look at your talk to your leadership teams, to your managers, to see if that certification makes sense in the role that you're looking at, or if you are pivoting to another role within, let's say, from security to privacy, maybe looking at privacy certifications to get your feet wet in that space. But you have to have those conversations with your leadership. You have to understand, what's going to make the most sense and the most, effective time of your money and your time, which is the most delicate uh, area that we have, time. So in conclusion, right, before we take all these questions, certifying with a purpose has transformed my career, enabling me to contribute meaningfully across multiple sectors, help build resilient programs, and mentor the next generation of cybersecurity professionals. Whether you're starting your career now or advancing into a leadership role, be intentional about the knowledge you gain through the certifications you're evaluating and studying for, the certifications you're pursuing, and the impact you want to make. So that's kind of my background, right? Like I said, I have the CISA, the CISM, CRISC, CIPSI. I'm looking at that advanced AI certification for my SACA that it's in beta phase right now for testing. But like I said, with all that comes a lot of caveats with understanding how you can apply it to your role, current state, how you can apply it to future roles, or future things that you're interested in as you move forward in your career journey. But yeah, that's kind of my background. That's the things that I dealt with. But if you think about it, I started my career in 2007. My first certification didn't come to 10 years later. Do I recommend that? No. Like I said, everyone has a different path. Everyone does different things, differently. And the games change, right? The games change when I started my career to people that are just starting their career now. So I definitely would probably think of looking at a certification like a CC right out of the gate, if that was available back in 2007 when I started. So it's just one of those things to just, understand the environment, understand the sectors and the verticals you're looking at to make the most detailed decisions on what certifications you're going to be assessing.